today, the video is mostly just going to be about my mobile routine and showing you guys what I have done to get to my current skill level. Trying to get my hand to move the right way, kind of just mouse control purposes. I use these things. It's not that I think these are the best things. I think that I struggle with most of these, and they help me. And I would recommend doing these. And if you feel like some are too easy, some are too hard, you can move it around, look for new ones, stuff like that. But I think this amount is pretty good. You can do more, but I recommend just doing this to warm up, and then maybe doubling it up if you want to train your aim that day. Like have days where you do this to just warm up to get to other things, or have days where you specifically want to train your aim to be better. And I think this will help if you kind of double up this amount, which is I think what 20. So just do 40. Do a 2 rounds of this amount, and you should realistically be in a playing field of actually training your aim maybe a bit more. So that should help you in the long run. If you do that every now and then, where you want to train your aim instead of just warming it up, because it's a very big difference. Because you have to be a bit higher in intensity, a bit longer for it to actually count as training, other than just warming up. Yeah. So in kovaaks, a big thing is sensitivity. So in my Fortnite, just normal hip fire sense is 5.1, but for some things like thin, aiming long, invincible, which is what I'm going to be showing you, you want to do your ADS sense, which I'm pretty sure is your normal sense divided by your, no, I think it's divided by your ADS sense. So I have 5.1 with 32%, so I think it's 5.1 divided by 30%, and I'm pretty sure that gives me 1.58. And I can just put 1.58. And then I go into long invincible, and I just plain old, go into there. Alright, so I'm going to show you thin, aiming long, invincible. It should be pretty self-explanatory. It's meant to help with smoothing out the ADS sense and just helping you with actually hitting the target and not like just randomly flicking to him every now and then. So what you're supposed to do is, I accidentally started this, but so you're supposed to go in here and just try to smoothly hit everything. I am now warmed up behind you. Don't pull back. But it's meant to just help smooth out your aim, get your aim steady, give you better mechanics when it comes to tracking, and all that, and to help you become better at just normally tracking So I like to do these 5 times, and usually by the 5th time I track my ADS tracking. It's pretty fine. You can do more if you feel like your ADS tracking is lacking, but I wouldn't. If you want to just warm up, I'd say 5 is fine. So today, on top of that, right, I got a new PR, which is good too. I got 3 new PRs technically, but on top of that, I have gotten into the top 20% of players, and also the 69,960 players. Come on, 9 more people from this. I'm just saying, if this video blows up, at least 9 people have to goddamn go into this. Cause God, come on, you have to. It's there. Okay, so the next map I'm going to show you is Smoothness Trainer Air. You should use your hipfire sense, and some people in kovaak say to use a different FOV, which you can do if you want to. You're just supposed to use FOV for some maps of the actual game you're training for. But I usually don't, because I don't feel like it helps that much. I usually just use a normal, like 103 FOV, something like that. And then, but this map helps with hip fire, smooth tracking for like 50/50s and stuff similar. So in this map, you have to follow this red circle, try to stay in the center of it, and you're supposed to just normally track it, get as high of a score, get high accuracy, and just make sure that you can. These aim trainers are mostly for warming up mouse control and your competitive nature of always wanting to be better. I've got it in a pretty average, slightly above average for me. So it's not that bad. It's not that difficult. You should be. My high score is 7136, which is like average. So yeah, should be fine. So this map is called We Flex Flick Easy. It's pretty self-explanatory. Certain circles pop up. You have to hit them before they disappear. It's usually hit fire sense. It's pretty good. I struggle with it a lot. I think it's just because I got poor reaction time due to lack of sleep. Considering I am making this video at 4:30. I did not just wake up. Let's put it that way. So for me, I struggle with it a bit. For most people, it shouldn't be that hard. Like, you just hit it and then go to it, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I got focus brain, okay? So you just hit it, go there, it pops up, you have to go to it, try to. Another big aiming tip that I have for people on mouse and keyboard is keep your forearm mostly off of your, keep your wrist and forearm off of the mouse pad and try to switch to a lower sense, because I don't think it makes you instantly better, but what it helps with is just raising that roof, is make sure you have a lot more potential when it comes to aiming. So it helps you with just mobility. Like, you can have a lower sense, which means more accuracy, but with your hand mostly off, it's fine. And as you can see, that was not one of my best ones. It never always is. You don't always get your best one. This one's pretty played, actually. It has a lot of contestants. It's very competitive. So if you want to get to that higher percentile, it's gonna be hard, but play it as much as you can. Don't exert yourself, of course, but do what you need to do. So the next map I want to talk to you about is the last one in my last one in my playlist. It's called Vox Target Switch. It helps you with switching targets, flicking to different moving targets. And it's not that hard. I think when you first try it, it's a bit hard, but the more and more you do it, the better and better you get at it. Like any other mode, it takes a bit more time to get into it because it's a bit odd. Like if I go in here, I can show you that it's decently small targets. You have to just flick to them, and then I'm not the best at this map, as you can see, but it's mostly just that and hammer's eye, apparently, not camera. But this helps with target switching, obviously, so it's a good part to have in a routine. Alright, so I just completed the warm-up, and most people, by the end of if you want to copy my rules, I should just look around and use some of them, whatever, but that amount of warm-up in those areas, those bounds, should get you pretty warmed up. You should feel like you have more control over your mouse, more at home with the mouse, to be cheesy. But it should be fine. You should feel a lot better after that. And this isn't the end of aim training, but this is what, if you have kovaaks, this is what you should do. Or if you want to get kovaaks, this is what you want to do. Alright. You see, is it the change or the money on me? If a heart got a lock, I'm the king, and I stay with my. So I didn't really get a pop outro, so I'm just gonna say that I am planning to make more videos, and I am planning for them to be more improvement and learning based. As I plan on streaming, I'm going to add my Twitch in the description. So if you want to check it out there, see you later.